All right, come join me. Let me quickly show you how I'm going to be using this fabric, of course, for my hopper. So what I did was the fabric is about 9 centimeter wide, while I cut my leather to be about 8.5 centimeter wide. Now, I don't want the leather and the fabric to be the same thing, so that the leather will be, at the back as the lining, and this will be at the front. This is one way you can actually use your fabric to create your footwear. Let's go. I'm coming. I'm going to stitch those two sides down and do the same thing on this other side too. So I'm going to now go ahead and lace it. So now that I've finished stitching, I'm going to go ahead and lace. This is exactly the person's shoe lace, because I checked this before I begin the revamp. So from here, I'm going to just mark this two. Then apply my gum. I might have to actually reduce this width. So you can see what I have. So when it's dry, we are going to go ahead and last. So now it's dry, we are going to go ahead. So we are going to go ahead and last now. Please just follow me. You can see that this particular shoe last is longer than this particular insole. These are the things I need you to also pay attention to. It's actually longer. Don't forget we are revamping and hold heel. So this is what I have right here. It's longer. But before I scattered, I mean, you know, scatter all of the shoe, I always ensure that I first of all put my shoe last to check which of my shoe last perfectly fits the person. So when I check, I find out that this particular one fits the person perfectly well, and that's why I'm going to be using it to last this particular, you know, revamp work. So you can see that is here. So I want to make sure that I have enough on both sides. I have enough on both sides, so let's go. You know, I've already marked it earlier. So with this, we have this. You can see the way I'm trying to press it down there. Can you see? So we are coming to this side. Can you see this going in? Then this part. Now look at my shoe last, turning to another side. You have to make sure that it sits well, or else that's the same thing that will be happening on the person's foot. So place it very well. Then you come to this side and do the same thing. So this is what it looks like. Make sure you pull well. So, and it's going to definitely look like this. You can see that the bulky part is no more showing. It's no more showing. So it's going to be very smooth, you know, each time she wears the footwear. So it's because of the elasticity, you understand, and because it's also straight. The material she gave me is a small one, so I can't say I want to try and control at all, you understand, the shape. So I had to just you know, go ahead and use it straight down. Please give me this soap. No, it's not for this one. So this is what the sole of the heel look like. I had to add this one to it just to make it look different, because all of this side, the way they applied the gum, the shoe wasn't looking anyway, you know, fine at all. So you can see what it's going to end up looking like. So you can see this. So we are still going to cut, you know, the socks lining in there. And then one way or the other, our shoe is ready to be worn. Can you see what it looks like? Can you see what it looks like? Each time she wears it, it's going to fill it up by itself. You understand? So you can see. So for the second one, I'm just going to go ahead and then place like this to mark where to use. So for the lower part, we are going to go this way. If you have any question, please feel free to ask. Go ahead and ask me in the chat box, and I'll be there to answer you. So I'm just going to go ahead and also last that one. So I want to try to fill in this one. I'm going to be filling this. This is actually waddy. They call it waddy. It's actually soft waddy. Some people call it breast pad. It's a kind of interface that is actually used by those people who sew. Of course, those people who makes bag to use it, but they call it waddy for the sake of those who want to buy, or probably you want to order online. So I'm just going to first of all use my contact cement adhesive to, you know, apply like this and just place it there. Now for the kind of cementing I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be using this transparent gum. It's called PU gum. So that's what I'm going to be using. So I want to just first of all lay this down there. Then this part, this gummy part. Now you have two choices. You can decide to actually place this like this. You understand? I mean, you can see this is not having any kind of adhesive. This one has adhesive. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of shiny. It has adhesive. So when you just heat this one, of course, when you heat it, it will definitely stick, you know, to your inner sole. So that is one advantage of, you know, exposing it like this. So it will fill up that part and also allow your, you know, insole to bond perfectly well. It allows it to bond because that plastic, if you are not careful, may not allow the proper bonding. You see, can you see this? So we are going to go ahead. We are going to apply our contact, our PU gum on it. We are going to apply it on it now. So let's start here. This is of course fabric, so you can definitely use it. If you want to use your if you don't want to use the transparent gum, which is popularly called chemical gum here in Nigeria, they call it chemical gum in Nigeria. So, but it's PU gum, and it will require heat for you to activate its bonding capacity. I have heard a lot of people talk about heating the contact cement adhesive. I've not done it before. So I may not be able to answer your questions about it. So I'm going to take my time to do all of this definitely. Apply all around. Now you might need to actually place your outer sole, you know, at the back of this to be able to know where exactly to stop the application, I mean on this part. Please place it in case you have a leather that is going to be obvious if you exceed where it should be. So you can use your marker to mark that particular one. So I'll allow this to dry, then we'll go ahead and heat it. I'll also apply, of course, on this one too. I'm going to apply on this as well. So now it's dry. I'm going to go ahead and So it came with this particular source lining. Now if I insert it, I find out that, don't forget, it's an old footwear we are trying to revamp. I find that it's showing here, so I'm going to try as much as possible to just, you know, reduce this part so that it will not be showing. So I'm just going to use another leather. So this is the color. You can see it's just like, it's a nude color. I'm going to use it to draw the socks lining. Please give me this color pen scissors. Pinkish. So, but let me first of all trim this out. Let me carry the leather. So I'm going to use this pinkish share. It's a wavy one, it's not a zigzag. So this is for this particular leg. Can you see what it looks like? So you can see what we have right now. Okay, so I'm just trying to set the camera properly so you can see what we have here. So this is what we are going to be having in here. I think this is looking wider, so I have to still shape it in. I didn't want it to be too small, that's why I was careful. So this is great, and we are good to go. I think I'm still going to add just like a shape here, just to make it look, you know, unique in one way or the other. So now that we have this, I'm going to be putting this 2mm EVA foam oval shape. I just want to use this as a kind of design here, nothing much. I am not going to be putting a full socks lining. You can decide to put a full socks lining, but because I actually had a full, you know, EVA foam as my inner sole, that's the reason I'm not adding, you know, to this side. It's not a shank board that is here. So the next thing is to apply gum on this and place. So you're going to take your time to apply your contact cement adhesive on this. So apply gently. So we're going to just allow it to dry. Before you know, our insole, our socks lining, and everything is already in proper shape. Now, normally, I'm supposed to actually stamp this. I'm supposed to stamp this, but I'm going to be attaching, you know, like a label on top of it. A stamped leather is going to be my, you know, label to customize it. So this is dry, and I'm going to start from here. So you can see what we have. One more thing before we round up this particular, you know, stream. Let's say before we round up this stream, don't forget you can actually ask your question if you have any. So it's going to be like this. We are now going to also add this decoration to this particular part, at least for you to see what I did to this side and made it look this way. So I just apply gum here. Then just a little by the side, just little. Just little. I don't want us to be cleaning when we are through. So this is what I have here. This is what I'm going to be using for that decoration. So it's going to be around this. So we're going to ensure that we have at least little, you know, to fold around this. Is going to be by the side here. I'll make sure there's at least little, you understand, to fold on top of this. The utility knife. Sorry, the scissors. It's the scalloping scissors I want. Yes, sorry. It's a utility knife. Can you see what it looks like? Can you see what it looks like? The cap. So I'm just going to return the cap there. And hula, see what we have right here. Come on. So if you're not sure of all these parts, if you're not sure whether this part will stay, you can just decide to put some little glue there. But if it's staying, I don't think you need any glue right there. So you can see what this looks like. So what do you think about our outfit? What do you think about our revamp? Please let me know. Do you think this is beautiful? Do you think it's ugly? Do you think we actually did a very good job right here? please let me know. I hope you were not just watching, you were actually liking and loving this video. I hope you are not just watching. I know it's actually a long one, and I want to believe that with this you should be able to revamp. Yeah, of course you might not see the way I created the insole. I have videos on my YouTube channel that you can use to actually create insoles such as this. Of course, I also have this kind of sole has size 35, 36. I have a sole like this, like sole that you can actually buy and wrap like this. Is about is $1 per pair, 1,000 naira if you are in Nigeria. So you can see what I have. You just wrap it, but that's the only size I have. I only have size 35, 36. I don't have any other size. Please, if you are not aware, please tell somebody to tell somebody. We have a sala combo, you know, for families, for a family of 5. So if you have a family of 5, like mom, dad, and 3 kids, and please don't forget the kids, probably they are still within the range of 0 to 10. Yes, 0 to 10. We have a package for them, and the package is about 25,000 naira. Yes, all of them are going to have a pair of footwear. Yes, it's an offer for this seller, and we are just looking at about 10 families. As long as we have 10 families to actually, you know, enjoy this offer, it's actually already over. So you can see what we have with the revamp. You can actually revamp. You can send your revamp work to us. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Please don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Tell somebody about it. Yeah, tell somebody about it. Thank you for watching me today, and I'm still your shoemaking made easy tutor Odurole Mochibola. I'm gonna see you next time. Bye. Bye.